My name is Matthew.
My name is Dalton, and we're in a band called Post
Animal. Last Toronto show, Lee's Palace, over there on 26th and 42nd Street.
That was our first outside the U.S. show, first Canadian debut. Canadian debut.
We were opening on tour for a band called Waves. It was sold out. There's a girl in the crowd that was doing this high-pitched scream.
Oh my god!
It was like piercing, louder than anything I've ever heard.
It was like louder than all of our amps. It was crazy.
She just screamed when she decided she wanted to. And
it was sick though. It was encouraging screaming. So
yeah, it was an encouraging one, positive
pretty
scream.
good.
I'd say.
Yeah, it went great.
It was great, positive.
Yeah. Learned a lot.
Learned a lot about each other.
Yeah,
learned
how to deal with each other.
Certainly. Learned not so much about how to drive vans that will eventually just collapse on you.
Yeah, had a couple tussles with Shannon. Shannon is a RIP. Someone in Ohio now has Shannon.
Polyvan Man is how he is saved in my phone. But it was great, you know. It's a lot different than like supporting a band, and you know, not like it's a very different experience.
There definitely were like more ups and downs on the solo tour. You know, like big cities are always ups. Sometimes smaller cities are ups, but sometimes
they can go.
Smaller cities are downs. Sometimes the big cities are downs.
You never know.
Yeah, we just learned to like keep trucking no matter what happens.
Keep hydrated. Keep your your nail polish on. Because listen up and buckle up, buddy, because you're in for a ride.
Buckle up. You know. The shows with the Nude Party are always crazy. They just moved, but they used to have this place called the Nude Ranch. It was just like party central, dude.
Glass all over the floor. Don't walk barefoot, pal. Those are some of the
jamming out to 38 Special.
Yeah.
With them. Up until 4.
Yeah, those are some of the sweetest, most genuine.
Wait, you went to bed at like 8 a.m.
Dude, yeah, I stayed up with Don.
Dude, sober Matt up until 8 a.m.
Don Merrill, he and I just watching the sunrise.
Cadillac Don. Yeah, they're probably like our closest friends that we toured with, I think.
They're excellent. And Acid Dad, those boys are great too. I think we only played with them once, right?
Yeah, we just played with them once. Levitation Room were like really sick guys. They were like really, and they had already like done the whole West Coast thing before. That was our first time, so they kind of like helped us with that in a way.
Listen, you meet some new faces and you play some songs and hear some new songs and you hope for the best, and I would say almost 100% of the time it goes
good.
Smooth as a
just hit the spots.
Smooth as a whistle,
you know. Sick.
Great crowd, and unexpected, honestly, to go to Nebraska and have like a great crowd. Wanda's
yeah. They were like one of the first bands that we like inspired us to like get more heavy, and they were super nice to us. They hung out for a second. They played a great show. He said he didn't want to use the drum riser. That was pretty tight. He was just doing his own thing.
Yeah, those guys are great. It was pretty. I was a little like in a way starstruck because I love that band. So yeah.
We all like know their names and everything.
Yeah, knew the names long before.
Saw them at South by last March, and we were like,
I went.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't. It happened on stage technically, but like our performance was completely normal. It wasn't until later that we, like. It's like seemed like maybe he had gotten drugged or something like that, and then we kind of like, I mean, we all know him well enough to know that there was something wrong with him. So I think Wes took him out of the venue and got him to the hospital with some of Javi's friends, and Javi's brother were actually there, so they all helped get him to the hospital. And Big Matt went there. Me and Jake were taking care of the van business. Then we all showed up to the hospital around like 1 or 2 a.m. Just waited there all night.
Yeah. Found some found out the news about the stroke. Obviously that was like scary. They said that he was like stabilized at a certain point, and then he like was recovering well, and then over the next couple of days I think we canceled his show, and then they like kind of sent him home earlier than imagined. And we finished out we had like 4 more shows. We did like after the one that we missed, and it was incredibly tough to play without Javi.
Very weird.
But it was like had to honor him, and he made a full recovery.
Yeah. Well, we were like really up in arms about whether we should play or not, and then we like talked about it in our van for a while, and talked to we were staying with Jake's dad at the time. Talked to him about it. And then, like, finally, it seemed like enough people were encouraging us to go. And he himself had said something to his girlfriend, and she texted us and told us that he would want us to play. So we just went through with it. It was pretty weird. Hopefully we never have to do anything like that again.
Yeah. Thank the Lord for Javi's
We've been blessed with
recovery.
Good health since then. Yeah, I mean, I think all bands, like, unless you've got a bunch of money, like, that's what you're looking to do, you know? Because it's like that's where the help comes from. It's like the hand that pushes you forward.
Yeah. That's kind of like a dream. If you're like me and I played music when we were like 14.
Yeah.
You know, never would we have thought. I don't think that would happen. So when it happened,
especially not
it was
the
like
Polyvinyl.
Yeah, which is a label, like a local label where we grew up.
Yeah,
around
the
there.
guy that owns Polyvinyl is from the same town that me and Matt grew up in Central Illinois.
So it's like very like fate, and like, wow, like can't believe my ears when I heard the news.
It was amazing. Well, we got the news when we were in Texas. First time, like the first time we heard that they were interested, like they had made an actual offer, and we all celebrated with this like Mediterranean style, like Chipotle styled like place. It was sick.
Went to a bar, outdoors, had a couple beers.
Just took a load off.
Took a load off after that. Exciting news. Hey, pal.
Quite exciting.
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to say that, but it's looking good.
Things are happening.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure what we're allowed to say.
There's a lot of implications.
There will be like new stuff from our band this year. That's very sure. I mean, like I bet by the time that this is all said and done, like there will be a better idea of what's going on.
We'll leave you with a
we'll leave you with a wink.
With a wink and a smile.
The stuff that we like have grouped together right now that may or may not be an album is from like 2 years ago. So it's pretty much the same kind of stuff. I think like we've heard records since then that have like, I mean like there's a new Thai, is it Seagull or Seagull? A new Thai record.
Thai Seagull.
That came out. That was that really like, we were like, whoa.
The 2017 one or
the one that just came out. Both, really.
Freedom's Goblin.
Yeah.
He's another. Comes with the Wand thing. Like that whole group of like musicians.
We've taken more concentrations on like progressive rock lately. I think like
like Steve
King
Hillage
Crimson. Yeah, like Steve Hillage. Just like sick like stuff that like does a bunch of different things. You know.
We just put on Dark Side of the Moon today on the way here.
Yeah.
Never gets old.
Cliche, but that's like one of the greatest albums of all time.
You can call it cliche. We call it rock.
We call it the book.
The book of
that's the book.
Guitar
right there.
tutorials and how to make sounds.
How to slide it. How to sound like you're on just shooting a speaker out into the universe.
Certainly.
It was always our hope that we would like we focused the hardest we've ever focused on anything for like those songs that we recorded, and then it was our hope that they would get like the attention of someone, but I don't think that we necessarily like planned on it. Like there was a long time where we were planning on like releasing independently, I think.
Yeah.
Then everything just kind of fell into place, really. We just kind of tried to be patient and It's been working so far. Yeah.
Can't get that in the States, huh?
It's brought us to Canada twice, or 3 times actually. It's pretty.
Oh, the
pretty
Swiss
good.
natural. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I would almost want to say that's like favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
This last one, the New Year's stuff.
I mean, it was also the first time since since we had played as a 4-piece. That was the first time we were all back together.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
With Javi.
Yeah. And he's like back to normal.
Homecoming show. The crowd was insane. Twin Peaks had like the best I've ever seen them. And we went and saw them again the next night. They had like a backdrop, like lights.
It was like a motorcycle up above the drummer. It was crazy.
Incredible. Horns.
Horn
backup
section.
singers.
It was like the real deal for sure. That was like the biggest show we've ever been a part of.
Yeah, it's great. Fantastic. So excited.
Yeah.
Doesn't even seem real.
Yeah, really, it doesn't seem real.
Won't seem real until you're there. And
Yeah.
like, oh,
Could all be a dream. Maybe someone's just pulling our leg.
Yeah. Bonnaroo is like, that's like when we were like in high school, a lot of kids from our high school would go every year. And like just ever since then, it's like
classic music festival.
Yeah, it'd be crazy to go to. I've heard Shaky Knees is like the best thing in the world, so I'm really excited to play that too.
Yeah, I would say we're
I'm really excited.
Crazy excited for like everything that's booked this year, whether it's announced or unannounced. Like it's all looking way cooler than we ever thought we could be.
Honestly, just none of this makes sense.
Truly doesn't.
Doesn't make sense, but it's great. And
can't complain.
Maybe we'll shed a tear here at the end of it all, of happiness. Not, happy tears.
We had to sell her. She just like, if you're starting a band, get a Ford. Okay.
Don't get a Dodge.
Don't get a Dodge.
Whoa, is that bad? Wait, what if we want a Dodge sponsor? What if they sponsor us? Man?
Dodge isn't gonna sponsor us because we drive a Ford.
Ford.
We switched to the
E350,
Tough. We switched to built Tough. Yeah, it's just like it's easier to find parts to repair Fords than it is to repair Dodges. So it wasn't a bad van, and actually like it had a lot of problems on that tour that we were on with White Reaper. So we just like it kind of felt like a bad.
Yeah, it's like you're putting more money into what it's like almost matching what you paid to get it, kind of, and it's like what comes next. The engine sign never goes off. So.
Yeah.
But that sounds kind of like we sold it and it was shady too, but we let the person
we made sure this guy knew that it didn't really have problems. It was just one thing that was like kind of annoying to fix. So
misfiring engine for all of you aspiring van repair artists out there. Misfiring pistons in an engine, something like that.
I don't know. But thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us again. Yeah.
So last time Christian was around, but
you
were across the old
around
pond.
Christian.